Hey, how's it going everybody? This is Drew with Milsurb Minutes, and today we're going to be doing a video on the Walther P-38. These are some of the latest that were imported. I picked mine up through Centerfire Systems, and we're going to compare it to a mint condition Walther P-1. And we're going to try and know some of the differences and some of the similarities. So let's take a closer look at both of these handguns. Alright, let's take a closer look at these two handguns. We're going to start with the Walther P-38. So I got this Walther P-38 from Centerfire Systems. I'm sure they have plenty in stock, so if you want one, go out and grab it. We're going to start with the markings. You have your Walther banner. You have a couple of proof marks. There's the 4-point star proof mark, circle dot proof, and then what I believe to be, again, could be incorrect, a Bundeswehr proof mark as well. So after the Karl Walther banner, you have Karl Walther, Waffenfabrik, P-38, caliber 9mm. On the bottom here, you have your serial number. Then you have what I believe to be a nitro proof mark, an eagle over what appears to be an N. Again, not 100% sure. Feel free to correct me in the comments. And again, this is just my research, which could be incorrect. You have 64 with an elk horn. I believe that to be the year that this pistol was adopted by Bundeswehr service. Let's turn it over. Alright, so you have year of manufacture, February of 61, and that's pretty much it for markings on this side of the gun. Let's take it apart. Magazine's already out. Just takedown lever. So, here's your barrel. There's not really much in the way of markings on this barrel. You have some proof marks or inspector marks right there. That's about it. There's the rifling. Not terrible. The slide doesn't really have any additional markings on the inside. And neither does the frame. Alright, now let's take a look at the P-1. So we'll start with the markings. You have the Walther banner, P-1, caliber 9mm, made in December of 81. There's that 4-pointed star inspector mark, the last 3 of the serial number, and that's pretty much it for markings on this side of the slide. Down here you have a serial number, and then this was added to the serial number. We'll touch on that in just a second. The BW down there indicates that this pistol was accepted for Bundeswehr military service. Let's turn the gun over. We have some more inspector proof marks, import marks, Century Arms International, Germany. That's about it. So let's go ahead and take this pistol apart as well. Sometimes they're a little bit finicky. So there's your barrel. And there's the last 3 of the serial number. Some inspector markings. That's about it. Take a look at the frame. Pretty much identical to the other aluminum frame P-38. Now, they did update from the P-38 to the P-1, and there are some differences between the two handguns. Let me get these guns back together, and I'll try and point them out to you. Alright, so let's take a look at these two handguns and some of the differences between them. So on the P-38, in short, it is just a carbon copy of a Wehrmacht P-38. Very traditional sights. Nothing too crazy in the way of changes other than the aluminum frame. The P-1 is where you start to notice a lot of differences. So they updated the sights. You have a wider front sight post, and it's got a dot on it, which is more akin to like a 3-dot, handgun sight. And there's one thing worth noting on these guns. The P-1 has a much thicker slide. See if I can get this to focus. You can see there's a little bit of a wall on both sides, and the slide is physically wider. One of the things that Germany noticed when they were fielding both of these handguns is that the standard 124 grain NATO spec ammunition was causing the aluminum frames to crack. So a lot of the updated parts that they installed on this gun would prevent that from happening. Now this is missing the quintessential cross bolt that would prevent this frame from cracking, so I don't shoot this gun a whole lot. But they incorporated the thicker slide. Also, as you can tell, longer slide serrations on a P-1 than on the P-38. All in all, these two guns are extremely similar. Both saw use in German Bundeswehr service. And frankly, they're probably the best deal on the surplus market right now. This came in at $550. I paid about the same money for the P-1. I haven't seen many P-1s pop up, but I have seen plenty of the P-38s out there. But if you're a big fan of surplus guns, especially surplus guns that are easy to shoot with readily available ammunition, pick up one of these. I got mine from Centerfire Systems. I believe Paul Mill State Armory and a few other online retailers have them. It's a fantastic addition to a surplus collection. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe.